Go.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem,
Josh. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace and salutations to all your brothers out there teaching His word in truth and sincerity. We're the brothers out here in San Jose, California, bringing out this word week in, week out. We're the Hebrew Israelites, okay? And the Hebrew Israelites, we come in all different colors, okay? We come in all different shapes, sizes. But we come in the same spirit, the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. And we come out to do what? To prophesy. To prophesy about the coming destruction of America. All right? And another main prophecy of our people is that the tribes are waking up. The tribes are getting together. Okay? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the brothers that are descendants of other nations that go all the way back to the nation Israel.
I got a script.
Oh, go ahead.
This Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
That's right. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. Ain't nobody else out there on the highways and hedges teaching the word of the Heavenly Father. Only the Israelites are. Not the Christians, not the Southern Baptists, not the Catholics. And every time you hear about those guys, what is it? It's pedophilia. It's drugs, it's sex, it's rape. Okay? You don't hear about that with the Hebrew Israelites, okay? You only hear that when you look up the Catholic Church, when you look up the Southern Baptists. Every time you look those guys up, all you hear about is sexual abuse allegations. Hey, because we're blameless, man. Why? Because we got the spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, on us. We got the bloody Yahushua on us. Okay? Yahushua has given us that grace. And we're His men, okay? There ain't no doubt about it. All right, we're His men.
That's right. The script.
Oh, beautiful. Go ahead.
Psalm 50:16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Yeah, the so-called white man, the red Hebrew, he ain't about to declare the statutes. Okay? He goes against the statutes of the Lord. Every time he brings a new law in, the law is more and more wicked. Okay? The laws get more and more wicked. I just did a video earlier on Elizabeth Warren, who Trump calls her Pocahontas, some so-called white woman. She may be, you never know, right? But she was going in on Esau, her own government. I believe she's a senator. She was out there saying the federal government. It was not until 1968 where the federal government and the private lenders stopped started finally giving loans out to so-called black people to own land, to own homes. Before that, they would never give you loans. That's straight up hatred, man. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Spirit of Jake. Spirit of Jake. Hey, but now Ammon wants to do that now. Ammon wants to be a Mexican now. Y'all catch that?
China?
Yeah, out in Japan. You got Ammon, they want to be Chicanos. I don't blame them, man. Who wants to be a heathen, man? Ain't nobody want to be a heathen, man. Okay, keep going on. Oh, you're good on? Keep going on that function.
Psalm 50:16. But unto
your brother's got precepts. Bring about.
But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
That's right, the so-called white man, you're not going to declare the statutes of this Bible. Keep going.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction.
Yeah, take as thy covenant in thy mouth. You hate instruction. Oh, that's a freaking beast.
Oh, God, yeah.
In the back. That's a beast in the back. But the brother brought it out, the scripture, okay? The so-called Jew, you don't bring out the covenant, okay? You're the main liar. You're the guy who runs those banks that won't give homes to so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And then here it is. Elizabeth Warren, she equated 1968 to the most recent financial crisis in 2008, the subprime mortgage loans.
Yep.
And she said those subprime mortgage loans, who do they affect the most? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You Israelites, man. You're the ones who got your homes foreclosed on. All right, it's all out war against our people, man.
Can I say something else?
Go ahead.
Hey, you know what? Speaking about that 2008 collapse of the mortgage system, you know what the banks like to do is they like to print excessive amounts of the dollar bills, all right? And then what they do is that they give low interest rates to loans, and they say, hey, come and get a loan from us, come pull out a mortgage from us, you know, and you'll be able to pay it back quick. The housing market's good. They set it up that way just so that they could crash the economy and move you jakes out of all these different neighborhoods, man.
That's exactly what happened. They crashed the economy, so you bought this home just a few months ago for $600,000. Now your home's worth $300,000. You're stuck paying that loan, man. and then they had a thing called adjustable rate mortgages, they would end up hiking up the mortgage rate. So you end up even paying even more than what you're supposed to pay. Then you end up what? You're defaulting. You can't pay the loan. And then they end up foreclosing on your home. Then now look at you, you're homeless. That's why you see all these people here in California are homeless. And the main people that are homeless, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, but now it's you Edomites, man. It's falling on your head. Oh, you got it?
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
Yeah, woe to them that increaseth that which is not his. And that's what you do. You stole this land. This ain't yours. Okay? When you print out money, you do these loans. That's not your money. That's a phony baloney. Okay? That money doesn't exist. You made it out of thin air. Yet, when it comes time to pay, you know who's gonna come for you, man. The tax man, the so-called white man, Esau. Okay? Keep going.
It says, and to him that layeth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, him that layeth himself with thick clay, and that thick clay is that debt. That debt, man. America is constantly running in debt. It's constantly running in debt, and that's how everything's ran through here in America. Debt. All these cars you see, people are in debt to pay off their car loans. And that's leading to another bubble, another collapse. Okay? Keep going.
It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them?
Yeah, they just straight spoiled us, man. That's how they spoil America. America is about to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, all right? The collapse is on its way. All right, here in San Jose, man, I grew up in this city. A lot of these buildings are brand new. Why are they brand new? Because of the tech boom, okay? Because of Google. But Google's gonna collapse, man. Facebook's gonna go down, right? They're gonna get brought down and crash. Then what's gonna happen, man? The same thing, but it's gonna be worse. This time there's gonna be famine, okay? There's gonna be a race war. Because when there's no more food, people are gonna fight against each other. And the main people are gonna go against are you so-called white people, red Hebrew Edomites.
Right.
Keep going.
It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, you have spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil you. Yeah, you spoiled all these nations. And you do what? With your debt. You say, hey, I'm going to give you this loan so you can modernize your economy. We'll bring in our corporations here to fix their businesses. And then what'd you end up doing? You end up just stealing all their money, taking their resources. They default on their loan, the same thing. Keep going.
It says, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Yeah, because of men's blood and because of violence of the land, man. All right? Hey, which red Hebrew Edomites is a violent, as the elder Yahweh calls says, a violent homosexual, man. You know? So because of the violence of the land and because of the bloodshed that you spilled throughout the four corners of the earth, not just over here in America, but all over the world as well. Hey, because it tells you in Isaiah 14, hey, he smote the nations in wrath, all right? He smote the Israelites for the worst, but you got to pay for everything that you've done throughout the entire planet Earth, man. So because of men's blood and because of violence throughout the planet Earth, hey, you're not running up just a physical debt, you're also running up a very high spiritual debt that you're going to have to cash out on very soon, man.
That's right. You've been wicked to everyone. You red Hebrew Edomites. The Spirit has it. These nations, starting with Russia, China, the southern countries like Venezuela, they're getting together and they're gassing you, man. You're mad that RT, Telesur, okay, a lot of these media companies that are controlled by Russia, all they're doing is bringing out the truth on America.
It's fake news.
But it's fake news.
It's fake news.
It's Russian agents.
Yeah.
Anytime you speak the truth, you're a Russian agent. Are we Russian agents? Hell damn no, man.
It's back to that Cold War era. Everybody's a communist.
Everyone's a communist. Everyone's connected to Russia. They even trying to say this bug out Trump is connected to Russia, man. That guy Trump just might drop dead real soon, man. Whether someone kill his ass or his heart just give out, man. That guy doesn't look too good right now, man. Good on that? Oh, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against it, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, and the Iranian, the Medes, right? The Persian and the Medes, Okay? Well, Iran, they don't want your money. Okay? You put sanctions on them. You're holding a lot of their money for their oil money, but they don't need that money. Like Venezuela, you did the same thing to them. You hit sanctions, and you're actually. I believe Venezuela, they run Citgo. Citgo is it's mainly on the eastern coast, Midwest. It's a gas station company, but all that money that they make through that, it used to funnel all the way down to Venezuela. Trump, he stopped that happening. So he's holding all that billions of dollars back. But as it gets to the point where people they're not gonna want all that, man. They're not gonna want that money. They're gonna want your blood. Just like us, we don't want reparations. We're not gonna get to that point. Hey, you gotta pay us back for all those subprime loans. You gotta pay us back for all the wicked federal laws that you use to oppress us. Nah, man, you ain't gonna pay us back. You're gonna be our slaves, okay? You're gonna help us build the kingdom of heaven. You are gonna build it, all right? This is gonna be manpower. We like to say at the camp. It's gonna be none but red Hebrew Edomite manpower, man.
Right.
Brick by brick.
Right.
He says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Yeah, and the bows also should dash the young men to pieces. That's the thermonuclear missile, the thermonuclear fire. And the U.S. Army's through. I saw a brother do a video on how now they're doing hip hop. They got the Marines. They're doing little hip hop songs. They're trying to recruit. Who are they trying to recruit with that, man? Israelites. Ain't nobody want to join the military anymore. For what? To come back with your legs blown out? To come back and bug out? As soon as you go to the military, you know what they do? They start vaccinating your ass, man. Yep. They start killing you, man. So they don't give a shit about winning the war, right? They know America's gonna be destroyed. They're getting ready to press that button. They hit that thermonuclear missile, shoot them thermonuclear missiles off, all right? Keep going.
Their eyes shall not spare children, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like how when the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how did he overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? And why did he throw over Sodom and Gomorrah? Because of wickedness. In America, this place is Sodom and Gomorrah. All you see, weirdos, freaks, transsexuals, okay, homosexuals. We just saw a black dude with an old red Hebrew Edomite with their kid. You didn't know what the hell was going on, man. But that's why the Lord's gonna bring that fire here, just as he did at Sodom and Gomorrah.
All right, cool.
Go ahead.
Hey, this Habakkuk 1:4, it says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
Yeah, the wicked doth compass about the righteous. You don't see any judgment happening towards the wicked right now. But you do. It's starting to manifest now. Okay, at one point in time, so-called white man, you red Hebrew Edomites, you were able to just put us to death, man. And the government allowed you to do it. They incentivized it. Here in California, you used to pay $5 for an Indian scalp. They don't teach you that in the schools here. They teach you that the California missions were just a nice little adobe hut. They didn't tell you what they were doing to the North American Indians, the tribe of Gad. They were raping and pillaging them. The women were getting sexually abused. The children were getting sexually abused. The men were getting chopped to pieces. Dehumanized, man. Crimes against humanity. That's what you so-called white people have done.
That's right.
Right? You're the main criminal. But nobody wants to talk about that. Yet, we're hatred. We're full of the hate.
Yep.
What about all the laws that the government has created again to kill us? Was that not hateful? All we're doing is bringing up the things that the Most High is charging you with. Okay? And you've been charged. Now we're waiting for that judgment, okay? That sentencing's already done. We already sentenced you to 1,000 years of hardcore bondage, all right? And then extermination. But before that, America needs to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. That's one of the main things that's gonna happen. One of the main judgments. And all you people in America, you're not gonna get saved from that missiles, all right? Unless you're part of the elect. Right? All you people that are coming here to America to make money, that money's gonna be gone real soon. They're about to pull the plug on this bitch. Keep going. You good on that? I think we're good on that. You got first? Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
That's right. It can bump shots. I'm gonna give you use of dig of the pit shall fall in it. Proverbs. Yeah, read that again.
This Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Yeah, all thy curses upon thy enemies. So the curses that fell upon us, the Hebrew Israelites, the curses are going to befall all our enemies. And our main enemy is the red Hebrew Edomite, okay? Spirit. The Most High is going to bring all them curses upon you. That's why Esau, his house is a broken home, okay? Now his woman's over his ass. Like Jeff Bezos, we bring up that guy a lot. He's the CEO of Amazon. This guy's supposed to be the biggest baller in the world. His woman took half his wealth. And now, oh, look at this guy, Bob Kraft, right, the Patriots owner. He's through. All these curses are coming upon you, you red Hebrew Edomites, right? Your children are addicted to drugs. Here it is. We grew up in the crack era, right? A lot of us were born in the late 80s, early 90s. That's the crack era. That was the peak of the crack era, man. And there's even a scientific breakdown that the vast majority of us actually got crack in us, man. Because there was so much drugs out there during that time of us being born, man. That's how wicked this place is, man. Yet, now everyone's addicted to opioids. And who's getting affected by the opioids? None other than you red Hebrew Edomites, man. And homelessness. Who's getting hit by the homelessness? These red Hebrew Edomites, man.
That's right.
Got one right here, man.
Right here.
You look like a 49er. All right? Old red Hebrew Edomites. Keep going.
And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah, they hate us and they persecute us, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna persecute someone you love, Esau. Where's all that love at? The love of Christ. That was all hatred. Hey man, we gotta civilize these savages, these heathen, these less than human. Yeah, you classified us as less than human, man. To do what? To justify all the wickedness you did to us. Okay? That's evil. That's hateful, man. Yet now all these curses are gonna fall upon you. You're gonna have a yoke around your neck, man.
That's right.
Your children need to be sold into the Sabians, right? You're gonna be like you had a transatlantic slave trade. We always bring it out. We're gonna have a we have an intergalactic slave trade, okay? You were bringing us from one continent to the next. We're gonna take your ass from one planet, one solar system to the next, so to speak. All right? And do what? What are you gonna be doing over there? Working, okay? Mining, getting us our precious metals, our precious gems and stones. And a lot of times we will have you out there just working your ass off just to put your ass to death, man. Just to put hell on you goddamn devils.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50:7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the hope of their fathers.
Read that again from the top.
Come on. Jeremiah 50:7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice.
Yeah, you think you did right because we sinned against the Most High. Nah, man, you ain't gonna get away with anything you've done to us, man. That cup you shall surely drink of that cup, man. We already drank the cup. Keep going.
Come on. It says, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of our fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
That's right, and that's what's going to happen. All these nations are going to get together to come up against you, okay? And Babylon, what's that? What's the nations for the north country? That's talking about Russia, okay? Modern day Russia, Iran. They're going to get together to do what? To fight World War III. We're on the cusp of World War III, all right? Everyone, you think it's time of peace, man. We're in a wartime. It's a wartime economy.
Yep.
Right? You got the land of Israel, the state of Israel. They're in a wartime economy. They still going to war in Palestine. They want America to already hit Iran, man. That's how you know it's about to go down. Okay? And now, if you speak out against the so-called Jew, you're an anti-Semite, man. Yeah, he wants to kill everybody. He wants to wipe out Iran.
Yep.
But if you speak on that, you're an anti-Semite, man.
Oh, what did Trump say about North Korea? He said we might have to just blow them off the map.
Yep.
That's insane.
But that's supposed to be his boy now.
Yeah.
But you can't trust the red Hebrew Edomite, man.
Hell no.
You cannot trust that guy. Keep going.
It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken.
Yep, from thence she shall be taken. Keep going.
Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain."
Yeah, and a lot of these new weaponry that the Russians are making, they give them spiritual names. They got one called the SSS Satan. The most recent one, I believe, is called the Poseidon.
Come.
Right, it's supposed to be an underwater nuclear thing. And the Poseidon, if you look into it, he's the god of the ocean, man.
Come.
Okay, of the Greek mythology. That's supposed to be a powerful force. The ocean's super powerful, man.
Yeah.
The Most High actually used the waters to come and destroy the world during the times of Noah. But this time it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be these expert men arrows, and these arrows ain't gonna miss, man. They gonna hit. You ain't gonna have. And they even said that the American missile defense shield, they ain't gonna last. They ain't gonna stand nothing. Okay, that's out of date. That's why Trump, he want to build a space force.
Yep.
He want to get more. That's why he wants to build a wall, because America's through. Okay, he knows America's be through. He may be the guy that's gonna be the main guy to bring this place down.
Yeah.
It is already being brought down, but he's gonna bring it all the way down.
But that scripture that says, we would have taken bomb to heal her, but she is not healed. You know, Trump got that saying, "Make America great again." And you got these other nations that are trying to make deals with Trump, you know, trying to restore certain ties and kinship with America, but it's not working because Trump is a damn devil, man.
And it's not just America, it's the UK.
Okay.
Right, everywhere where the red Hebrew Edomite runs shit, it's through. It's done for. Yeah, in the UK, they say London is now, if you're a red Hebrew Edomite in London, you're a minority.
Yep.
You're not even a majority no more. You're a minority. You're through. Okay? There's an invasion of people that are not the red Hebrew Edomite. You're becoming small amongst all the nations.
Okay. Got Jake and Ishmael.
Yeah, lots of Jake, lots of Ishmael,
yep.
and lots of Elah.
Okay.
You got Moab up in there. Okay? Oh, you got lots of Ham up in there.
Yep.
And you red Hebrew Edomites, you Exodus, man. You don't want to be around them. Okay? So that's all because of your policies and your elites. You're done. You're through. Okay? And it's all about the curses overtaking your ass. I think I was watching the show called The Grand Tour. It's about these British guys. They drive nice cars, and they went to China. There's a city called Xinjiang or something. Man, that's like it shits on Dubai, right? Like the way everything's built. And then they built all these new freeways. They're like super high tech. They got bridges that are just like super high in the mountains that nobody else can really build, but the Chinese are building it. And he was driving it. He's a British guy. He's we're fucking doomed. He's man, the Chinese could do this, but in Britain, they can't even fill potholes. They can't do nothing. We're doomed. Same thing with America, man. America is doomed. Okay? You go and drive one of these freeways, somebody's spinning out, people are dying. All right? It's potholes. You're driving the bridge. They got concrete falling off the top of the bridge, hitting your car, man.
Quick precepts.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, "How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased."
The golden city ceased, and it ceased already, man. The oppressors ceased. The golden city has ceased. Why? How has it ceased? Because you're in debt, okay? You lost all your manufacturing power. Your military's weak. All your soldiers are pussy.
Shit.
Okay? And people don't even want to join your military. You got to get old 40-year-old guys in the reserves. Dudes with heart disease. Dudes with diabetes. Now they got to serve in the military. Now, a lot of the big part of the military is that they gotta get dudes fit. People are too fat.
Oh yeah.
They actually gotta get them in fitness boot camp, man.
Oh, I see.
Before they can even hit the real boot camp. Because they ain't fit, man. They ain't fit for war. And that's all of America, okay?
I was gonna say I watched a little documentary where it was showing that the military's doing so bad that they've lowered the bar exponentially. I don't know, like a good word for like very much. You know, lowered the bar very much because of the physical fitness of the average American.
That's right. Yeah, and they're through. And why? Because Americans are eating American food. You eat like American, you're gonna die like an American, man. Of heart disease, stroke, okay, cancer. All these devices are made to kill you. Why? Because the so-called white man is controlling everything, man. The red Hebrew Edomite. Good on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get some more precepts and I can take that shit.
What you got,
Get that Proverbs, Papa Show. Yeah, because I was going back to that clip. Man, like, they were building freeways, like, elevated. Oh, they have a causeway that goes over a lake. Like a freeway that goes over a lake, man.
God.
And it doesn't look ugly either. It looks cool. You look at it like, God damn, that's nice. When the so-called white man, the red Hebrew might build something, it looks, look at that, that's disgusting, man. That piece of shit building, man. Keep going on.
This is Proverbs 26 and 27. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
Yeah, whoso shall diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And that pit you're digging is that debt, okay? All these, the RFID microchip, the nuclear destruction that's coming, World War III, that's a pit, and you're gonna fall in it, man. All these things that you're putting on these other nations, all these things you're putting upon us, the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, now it's befalling you. Now you gotta go in the pit, man. Keep going.
And he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
Yeah, you rolled that stone up, that New World Order. You're trying to establish that New World Order. It's gonna fall right upon your own ass, man. All right? Yes, sir.
You got Joel. I got something that goes with it.
Go ahead.
Go into Joel.
We'll go into Joel.
Yeah. So this Proverbs 12 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Start from the top again, Bubba Shaw.
Psalm 37 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy.
Yeah, to cast down the poor and needy. Yeah, because the wicked, you ain't a big tough guy, man. You only pick on the poor and needy. That's why you ain't been in Iran. Okay, that's why you ain't in North Korea. They're supposed to be poor and needy, but they got nuclear weapons. That's why Trump, instead of just rolling on him, you gotta talk to the guy. I thought you were badass, America. But because they got nuclear weapons, you gotta negotiate. But when it's a poor nation, when it's Guatemala, when it's Honduras, okay, when it's Venezuela, you want to roll up in there, man. But they can't even go to Venezuela. Why? Because they got Russia and China backing them. Russia and China say, hey man, you want to go into Venezuela? We're gonna show up, man. We're gonna get it popping, and it's gonna happen like that, man. They said that right now today, Venezuela, there's already clashes at the border, Colombia and Venezuela. And they said some soldiers are defected for the Venezuelan army. And you know that's all set up, man. It's all set up to bring in what? World War III, okay? Keep going.
It says, and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Yeah, slay such as him that be an upright conversation. You want to do that to us, man. You want to demonize us. Now all that shit you try to come at us with, use that piece of shit polite, Black News 102, saw a nigga. You use them to come up against us and slander us. But look at those guys now, man.
Yep.
The Most High destroyed y'all. That's that pit. Y'all dig, man. Y'all the wicked too. Y'all the devil too. Y'all black, red Hebrew Edomites, all right?
Hey, there's that scripture that says that the bed is too short that a man can stretch himself upon it. He trying to stretch his legs out with all these lies, but eventually the lies catch up, man.
Yeah, and then in that same bed, that's where he devises all that mischief, man. Okay? Keep going.
It says, their sword shall enter into their own heart.
Yeah, that sword that you go over here swinging and killing everybody, it's going to end up getting you, and that sword is that thermonuclear missile. Okay? Yeah, because you really think that you're going to exterminate all the Hebrew Israelites off the planet Earth when you shoot the missiles off. The Lord's going to bring the chariots and get his elect.
Yep.
Keep going.
It says, and their bows shall be broken. Con.
Yeah, it's good on that.
Yep.
This Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, the scriptures say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's called justice. Bible justice, all right? Justice by the Heavenly Father. You put who into captivity? You put all the nations into captivity, but mainly you put this nation, the nation Israel. Okay? Yeah, these other nations, you never had them in bondage. Okay? You weren't going around killing them, taking their land, raping their woman, taking the pregnant child out their belly and stomping on it. You did that to us. Keep going.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And that's a known fact that you had us in hardcore bondage, all right? Starting with the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Keep going.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the